Hey guys, Jeffmegagears here, and I wanted to ask this question. Are we beta testing the Switch? This has been a thing that has been dwelling in my mind for the past week, because Nintendo has been having a really rocket start with the Nintendo Switch. There's the problems with the straps, those being awful god pieces of shit. Nintendo first day update has still not addressed sync issues, dead pixels showing up on many Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo refusing to help. Reports are saying that people are having overheating issues, people have their screens die on them, a lot of stuff is happening right now. And one of the issues I really wanted to talk about today is the dead pixels. Not because LCD displays are having dead pixels on the Switch, that's nothing new. Manufacturers like LG have always had dead pixels on their monitors. Nothing new in the technology side of things, but what's really bothering me is that Nintendo is refusing to help people who have dead pixels on their screen, and are also refusing to replace their units, saying that dead pixels is a really normal thing, which is the truth. It is a normal thing, but it should still be apprehended and dealt with. Nintendo can't just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're shit out of luck because you have dead pixels, and we think that's a natural thing for there to be." Okay, that's complete bullshit. I feel like these are the first people who really cared about your company, who really loved your company, who were sitting down at 12 o'clock midnight waiting for this console, and they return home to have issues. When the company they love so much refuses to help them, that's a kick in the balls for all Nintendo fans who bought a Switch day one. I feel like everyone who bought a Switch in the first week should get their stuff replaced without any hassle, without Nintendo saying no, we won't help because it's normal, and come on. That's complete bullshit, Nintendo. That's absolute bullshit. Anyways, with that out the way, let's address the thing everyone is talking about, and that is the blue and orange screens, and the Nintendo Switch is pretty much freezing up and not working at all. To me, this isn't a big deal because Nintendo is willing to help. But yeah, of course they deserve shit for not having units working, because it feels like the people who were first to get the device are testing it, and that's terrible. Terrible for those who actually got the day one and were really excited and then had it fuck up. But the fact that Nintendo was like, okay, we'll help you replace your unit. You may get it in 3 weeks or so, but you'll get it replaced. That to me says that Nintendo really cares about the product they're pushing out. When they refuse service, then we can say, fuck you. But when they're actually trying to help, and when they're actually getting their gears together, and they're trying to make sure that everybody has a great experiences with their device, that to me says that Nintendo cares for its consumers, and I wish they did the same for the dead pixel stuff. And I'm glad they're fixing that problem, but you know what they're not fixing right now? You guessed it, the same problem Nintendo said they would fix day one, and that is the sync issues. The same problems, but people are still having them. A lot of my friends are having this problem, and they said their solution to this was to buy a set of Joy-Cons and a muffler so that they don't have connection or sync problems. I told them no, they should not have to resort to spending another $80 for something they should have worked straight out the box. It is up to Nintendo to replace these Joy-Cons if someone is having problems with them, because if the next couple of units that come out in April have no problem, and the people from March are having sync issues, that not because of software but because of hardware, they should have a complete and free replacement, in my opinion. This is what they deserve for being the guinea pigs and testing out everything for everybody else so that they could have a better experience, because I don't want my friends to spend another $80 on a set of Joy-Cons, and I don't want them to waste money like that, because I feel like Nintendo should have had all this stuff working in the first place. It also seems that people are having issues with the strap, but I can kinda understand that. But if you can see the plus and minuses and put it in the right place, then you probably won't have any issues, but it's still a pain in the ass to take off. I actually was able to take one off during the event, and it required some force, so if you're a child who can't do it by themselves, you're gonna need parental guidance. And if you're a parent, then you're gonna have to help your child do it, because it's something that is not very easy to take off. It's not as seamless as it should be. That's all I really have to say for that thing. Nintendo needs to make that shit easier to put on for the next units coming up, or I don't know, drop it off altogether. But it's a shame, because that was really comfortable. The really comfortable ways to use the Joy-Con sideways. The L and R buttons are really uncomfortable without that thing, and I would like to see it be revised later in the future. Okay, with that in mind, it seems like people are really getting pissed off about the scratches on the Nintendo Switch because of the dock. Because Nintendo decided to implement a plastic screen instead of a regular standard cornering Gorilla Glass like everybody else. And I feel like Nintendo kind of cheaped out here, because it feels every Android device usually has a cornering Gorilla Glass. And I don't really like using screen protectors, because I feel like screen protectors are ugly and really disgusting, and they usually get muck all over it. Thankfully, I have a solution for that. It's kinda ghetto, but it'll work. All you're gonna want to do is just grab a book cover and put it over one of the panels of the dock so that it slides through the fabric, and boom, there's no scratches. You're just gonna have a nicer looking design on your dock, and you'll get to personalize it a little more. And I think that's a good and fantastic solution. Oh, should have Nintendo giving you a better dock? Yeah, probably. Maybe they'll add a softer padding in the future, you know, the future retail boxes, maybe. Anyways, guys, what do you think about the Switch? Did you get one? Are you having these issues? Let me know in the comments down below. This has been Jeffmegagears signing out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.